The movie begins, showing a creature successfully escaping from a lab. But friends, who is this creature, and why do people want to capture it? So, if you are excited to know like me, stay tuned in the story. After that, the entry is made of someone who lives with their mom and a new hero. However, the mum and grandma are a bit troubled because she doesn't spend any time with them. But it's none of their concern. From morning till evening, she is busy with her odd jobs, wanting to earn as much money as possible. Mum and grandma don't know that she works all day outside and has a playful neighbor named Chutku, who always plays around, and the bank's brother, who is quite something with his looks and phone. So, they make fun of him. Later in the night, we see her coming to her roof, where she had pasted a photo of a trip to China. It was the trip where her dad wanted to take her and her family. So, she is saving money for this trip, because now her dad is no more in this world. But she misses her dad a lot, and the violin he gave her is more precious than her life. When she plays it, she feels like her dad is with her. However, a helicopter comes and knocks her down along with the violin, and the bow falls away. But when she tries to pick it up, she sees a big creature's hand. When she bravely lifts her violin, it starts playing, and with its sound, the creature wakes up. But as soon as it sees the helicopter, it gets scared. Seeing this, she helps it hide, and when the helicopter leaves, she sees the creature sitting. Seeing it, she goes to where it was staying, and there she sees that its hand was injured. Quickly, she goes to get medicine for it and also brings food she made for Naina. After applying medicine to its hand, she ties a bandage, which makes it feel much better, and it falls asleep again. So, to keep it safe, she brings all her things to cover it. There was also a dried pot of yi, and now the creature wakes up too. When it wakes up, she sees that it is very sad. So, to improve its mood, she starts playing the violin. Listening to it, the creature starts humming, and with its glow, the dried flower blossoms, which she couldn't see because her eyes were closed. After that, when she was leaving, the creature, looking at Everest's photo, starts behaving strangely. So she asks him in signs if this is his home. Then he explains to her in signs that, yes. Seeing this, she becomes very happy and searches on her phone which mountain is in Everest. The animal lives, whose result left him wide-eyed. As he discovers that there is a yeti on his roof, it moves away from there. When the yeti wakes up, it sees the photos from the China trip and his dead father's photos. Startled, it comes out of the tent made by Ye and starts enjoying the cool breeze from an air conditioner. Seeing this, the protagonist tries to stop him, but then Jen and Peng arrive. As soon as they see the yeti, Jin informs the police about its presence there because he was quite scared. Now, helicopters reach there to capture the yeti, and it starts running away with the team. So, Yi also starts chasing the yeti to save him. Before Officer Green captures them, she puts Yi on a boat that goes outside the city. However, Yi doesn't agree to leave the yeti alone, so she jumps on the boat too. Seeing this, Jin jumps on the boat as well, because he was responsible for it. Meanwhile, Mr. Burnish, who was angry with Captain for bringing the yeti in front of everyone in a show, informs Captain that a human saw the yeti on the boat leaving the city. Their builder, Dr. Zara, assigns Jara the task of finding the yeti. There, Jara lies to her family and villagers that they came outside the city to see the university so that they don't worry. However, once on the boat, Pang and Yi's mischief begins, and now Yi named the yeti Everest. When the boat reaches the shore, they hide inside a container filled with cold drinks. Everest drinks a cold drink, causing them to need to urinate urgently. Due to Everest's powers, the container falls off the truck into the jungle in Bangalore. Everest uses his powers to grow blueberries when hungry, and they gradually become much bigger. Now, they become friends with Bangalore Everest, and during this journey, Jin decides to return home in the morning. However, Everest refuses to leave him alone, so Jin also jumps on the boat, making Everest happy. Seeing the actions of Bangalore Everest, Jin realizes that Everest is also like a child. Now, following Everest, Dr. Zara and Mr. Burnish get close and reach near the Yellow Mountain. On the other side, there was a village where Jin was going home, and Everest's presence creates chaos at his home. Some drones capture all four, and news of their presence reaches Dr. Zara, Jara, and Burnish. Everest uses his power to create a giant flower, which Everest and Peng catch. However, Jin doesn't catch it, so he separates from them and tells them to meet him near the river in the village. But Burnish's people catch them, and Dr. Zara tells Jin that Everest is dangerous and can do anything. She orders him to tell her their location, and Jin agrees to take them back home. However, Everest and Peng fall into the desert, where they find small turtles. Seeing them, Everest becomes happy, and they continue their journey to their destination. After that, Mr. Burnish tells Misty about how happy he was when he first saw Everest. When he told everyone about it, no one believed him and made fun of him. So he wants to show everyone that he was right. Misty, however, discovers that Dr. Zara is not a good person. She only cares about money and wants to harm Everest and his companions. Misty suggests Captain to let Everest complete his mission. They will do research and find out the truth about Everest and his pieces. Captain agrees, as they are interested only in money and are planning to kill them. Misty, who only pretended to love animals, now speaks of capturing and killing Everest and his friends. After hearing this, Jin leaves, and they have a tough time getting out of the jungle. Meanwhile, Everest buys a boat by selling a phone, and finally reaches the village with Pang and Yi. There, Everest changes his appearance to hide, standing among many yaks, and they go in search of Jin. But then, poor Everest accidentally comes into Dr. Zara's view, and she and her team surround Everest. However, Pang cleverly saves Everest using his wits, and Jin and they manage to escape on the boat. But Dr. Zara and Burnish still don't give up on chasing them, so Everest uses his powers again to shake them off, creating distance between them. With Everest's powers, he and his companions have a great time. However, in the midst of this fun, poor Yi's violin gets broken, which she always kept with her. Seeing this, she becomes very sad. So Jin tries to cheer her up, and there Dr. Zara tells Mr. Burnish that they can still catch the girl. Everest once again uses his powers, and with his companions, he enjoys more. But in the excitement, Yi's violin gets completely shattered, which she always kept with her. Seeing this, she becomes very sad. So Jin tries to cheer her up, always kept with her. Seeing this, she becomes very sad. So Jin tries to cheer her up. Dr. Zara tells Mr. Burnish that they can still catch the girl. Everest once again uses his powers, and with his companions he enjoys more. But in the excitement, Yi's violin gets completely shattered, which she always kept with her. Seeing this, she becomes very sad. So Jin tries to cheer her up. Jin and Dr. Zara tell Mr. Burnish that they can still catch the girl. Everest, heading towards Everest, where they have to cross a bridge to reach, and they will catch him there. Poor Everest, using his hair, repairs Yi's violin, and seeing this, Yi's happiness knows no bounds. And when Thengi, upon seeing the photos of China's trip, tells him that this is the same place they have just come from. Everest then shows him the last place where his dad wanted to bring him, and it was Everest who made it all possible for everyone. After that, they all go to the legend Buddha, where in memory of his dad, Everest plays the violin. As he plays, it starts raining, and flowers blossom all around, which was the magic of Yi's violin, as Everest had infused his hair into it. Now, Jin tells Yi that no matter what happens, they will stay in the Himalayas. Following this, they have a great time, enjoying the beautiful views. As they continue their journey, they reach near the Himalayas. However, as they start crossing the bridge, the man transformed into Mr. Burnish surrounds them. Everest begins to use his powers, which reminds Mr. Burnish of when he saw the Yeti and was trying to save his children. Today, Everest is saving Peng and Jin, and Dr. Zara advises Captain Nish to let them go. Hearing this, Captain Nish orders his men to knock Nish unconscious so that he doesn't change his mind. Now Zara takes charge, fires at Everest, and the poor creature faints. As Everest becomes unconscious, Zara and her team put him in a cage, and she proceeds to kill him. However, Yi tries to stop her, and in the process, Zara falls into the chasm. Now everyone, including Everest, the train, and the tank, leaves the place. Still, it turns out Zara is alive. She quickly climbs up the bridge, starts playing her violin, and her magical powers revive Everest. Everest wakes up from unconsciousness, and Zara and her band retreat. In the end, Everest, Peng, and Jin reach Everest's home, where Everest's entire family is waiting. Peng and Jin bid their final goodbyes to Everest and Yi. Everest happily goes to his mom and dad, and they all vanish. Yi and her friends are brought back to Mr. Burnish's home by the transformed Mr. Burnish. When they arrive home, Yi hugs her mum tightly. Today she realized how important family is, and from now on, everyone stays happy. So, friends, how did you like this movie? Please let me know by commenting, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to watch such lovely movies every day. Yes, you heard it right. I will bring a cute movie for you every day to keep our friendship alive. Thanks for watching.